the virus. We need to stop the virus from getting out.
I know. The control system must be in the lab.
Chris!
Let me take a look. You notice that showed up, because, that wasn't inherently planned. What just happened? Press the button. Well, guess it's safe to go this way. That wasn't even planned, that was an accident. But you know what? That's what we call a happy accident. And yes, obviously, if you touch the fucking thing, it's going to hurt. I didn't see where it went, just that it disappeared. It won't open. Sorry, Chris. I know I'm not doing what I'm supposed to, but I'm having fun. Jill, this isn't the time for fun. This is the time for life and death. Well, Chris, I showed the people something very important, which I don't even actually know if we could have. I feel like we could have gone that way since I'm pretty sure Chris ran that way.
Oh, well.
But regardless, we learned something today. This game is such a smart ass. Like it couldn't have just like let this prompt teleport you over here and make you use the device. It had to say, "Idiot, look at the fucking box." Like, stop and think about that for every single example that's happened. Like, when we try to operate the elevators, and it just hovers a little bit to the right, and it's like, you remember this little pad thing you need to operate? Like, it could have just moved you over. Consider that for a second. Instead of calling you a dumbass and highlighting your stupidity, it could have just been like, yeah, that's close enough, here you go. Do the thing, and then once you're, like, done, you're like, oh, that, oops. Instead of, like, being told you're an idiot. Being considerate. Chris, were you always this tall? When you stand next to me, you don't seem like you're that much taller than me, but when I look at you through the thing, you seem quite a bit taller. Actually, that is a question. How tall is Chris?
Oh, well.
Try aiming at it. Alright. So here was the thing I was thinking about that I didn't necessarily want to talk about during the Keith and Quint segment, because I wasn't sure how long it was going to be, but because these sections with Jill are usually quite a bit longer, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it now, after I read this thing. I'm a liar. Chris's dumb, stupid face also kind of helped me remember. Anyway, but I saw someone post a picture of like Resident Evil except with DuckTales, and I never realized how funny the idea of Resident Evil dialogue would be dubbed with Donald Duck's quacking voice. But that's kind of a thing I really want to see happen now, and I hope it has been done, and if it hasn't, my question is going to be how. I can do Donald Duck noises, but I can't do Donald Duck speech. So like I was testing it out myself, trying to see how it could sound, but the problem was I couldn't do
I
it.
think this is the lab's control system.
Does it work?
We need a passcode to activate the neutralizing agent.
Okay, I'll sweep the lab, see what I can find.
Good. We need some time to figure out these controls.
and in my attempts of doing it, I realized that I was scaring the hell out of Jane. So I thought that was pretty funny to like look over at Jane and she's got this look of, what fresh hell are you doing? So that was a very interesting thing. I kind of wish I could do proper Donald Duck speech, but I can only just go, and that's about it. I can make the incoherent noises pretty easily, but I can't make like that's me trying to talk. It's me trying to say, Jill, no, you don't want to go back out there. It doesn't quite work. So, Narrow 1. Reloader 1. Hank Hill has a Narrow 1. Alright, what does Narrow 1 do? That says Reloader. Narrow 1, shotgun scatter range becomes narrower by 4 inches, I guess. So that would mean it's more centered and focused opposed to spread, and I guess we can do it since it's the only thing it's meant for. Reload speed up to 40%. It doesn't even tell you the reload speed either, which isn't very helpful. So I don't even know who could benefit from that, but just off of typical... We haven't even done that yet, have we? That's damage 4 and fire rate 2. Comparing the two, yeah, only natural. Just like in Resident Evil 4, the ones you have a choice between power or capacity and firing speed, and that's it. I don't know. I legit don't know. I mean, this one has more slots as well, so I guess we'll just stick with it. It's not that big of a deal. This is what I was thinking about with the reloaders. It's like magnums are typically pretty time consuming to reload, so you know, can't possibly hurt. Is this the only way we can go? I'm just making sure. Jill, don't just stand around, get to work. Okay, Chris. Just making sure this is the right way and not...
Crack the code on the door. Opening it now. Be careful in there.
Will do. You can count on it.
You're trying to talk, the video game's talking. I'm like, they're done now, keeps talking. They're done now, keeps talking. They're done now. Alright, so this room I remember very, very well. And this is where I can remember very distinctly that you actually put your finger on the touch screen of the 3DS. I said Wii U, but I didn't mean to. Yeah, so I remember this pretty vividly, having to walk down here and just poke my 3DS, and it'd be like, oh look, it works. So, yeah. I do have dyslexia, but it's typically more common with written things opposed to vocal speech, but it's just a case of like, say one thing, think another, and yeah. No, these don't one-hit kill you, by the way. It's not like Resident Evil 4, but I'm still not trying to take damage if I can help it. And I can't exactly see where they are to make the kind of brash movements I would like to. So I'm trying to be careful. I'm like, we gotta go to that guy. Oh.
I told you to be careful. Who knows what kind of BOWs we're up against.
I jumped a mild degree. Yeah, I remember that puzzle pretty well. Hi, friend. Can I scan you while you stand there? I don't mind. Cool. Alright, see, I was expecting a sword slash, and I'm trying to time the stupid quick time bullshit of dumb game design, dodge command, it's whatever. If you shoot their legs enough first, I'm gonna kill this guy because he's getting on my nerves. Maybe I'm not, because I can't play a video game! I'm dead, of course. One more hit. Maybe if I had a fucking health bar. So the worst part of dying is that they put you all the way back at the laser room, so I had to navigate that horse shit again. Actually, let's scan the stupid idiots. Try to be all careful and stuff, but it's not letting me. Debating on whether or not a shotgun would be a good idea. But yeah, if you destroy their legs first, what happens is they start crawling around on the floor and trying to get you. So they're much less lethal that way. But, okay, he can jump. Target is very found, thank you. Don't you love when you're 99% there? Oh. Well, good. Aim at him. Oh my god! Nothing can ever be easy. Alright, well, he's being a doofus up there. I'm supposed to have 6 shots. I feel like I'm taking 3. See, because that hurts a lot. But when if you destroy his legs and he's crawling around on the floor, he's much less dangerous. Oh, we got plenty of shotgun ammo, don't we? Alright, anyway, that's done. Hooray. Maybe start using... Oh, great, there's another one. Don't you just love it? Excuse me for a sec. Oh, good, that's sort of okay, I suppose. It's just kind of easier to shoot at his torso as it's a bigger target. And his critical hit spot, of course, naturally, is his head. And then when you destroy his leg, or his head, then it becomes the little tip of that tail of his right up top there. Which is really hard to shoot, but, you know, it can be done. I like how quickly I go from thinking, oh, we could use a grenade to, ah, shit, there's another guy, better be careful. And then, like, don't use a grenade. I am a prodigy. See, they wanted me to use M bullets. And grenades, I guess. Well, carry on. Let's have ourselves a Jill. Maybe we won't. Oh my god! See, this is what I hate about the idea of, like, counters. Is you always think about it after it's already happened 12 times. So it's like, I don't want to go back through all of my videos and start counting because it's too little too late now. But had I known this would have been so annoying, I would have started from the beginning. If she spoke, I didn't hear her. This is a very claustrophobic segment right here, this little room. Oh, it's terrible. Just wait. Scan that doodad. Grab that doodad. And then that doodad. And... don't touch that yet. And then pick this up off the floor. Oh, we still got plenty of shotgun. We got a map. Okay, is that everything? Have we adequately looked at things? Great. Now let's look at this thing. Okay, well, not doing that. Can't do that. What do you want from me? I know what I need to do. I'm just thinking, like, how do I get to the point? Because I need to go to that stupid dead scientist guy if I want to input the thing, but... Press this? Yeah, that guy. That's what I needed to do. So now I need to go all the way backwards and go there.